the main question here today, if you have clicked on this video, why do many people dislike or to the point of hate John Cena? To a certain extent, I can understand a lot of it. So I'm gonna go over five reasons why Cena might be disliked in the world of professional wrestling. And the first one I keep hearing is, I hate John Cena. This is gonna be the format for every one of them. Is I hate John Cena because he doesn't put over WWE superstars. And why I disagree with this statement. There has been many times where Cena has blatantly put over a wrestler, and to a point where it doesn't matter if a man wins a match. Say there was a match between, say, I don't know how to explain it, but to say there's a match between Kevin Owens and Randy Orton. Did Randy Orton blatantly bury Kevin Owens? Or did Kevin Owens not really, it didn't really matter. To be honest, Kevin Owens should have won that, but he was made to lose to a face, of course, that being Randy Orton. On the offensive here. And to a point where I understand, just because he's a face, you're gonna want him to win because he's over with the crowd. Yes, I understand to a certain extent that is gonna happen. The faces are gonna win. Cena is a moneymaker. And to what I can say, there's certain times where he wanted to wrestle people that weren't necessarily ready, like Ryback. Ryback was not ready. He was very, very different in the ring. He wasn't ready to be the big guy yet, and I wanted to do like a run into the ropes, and I hate that. You get it too close to the corner and wants them to want you to walk up or get up, and it kind of makes no sense, to be honest.
Nicely executed. Once you get out of the ring,
and to a certain extent, I can understand why people might dislike Cena because of this. Because there's a lot of wrestlers that people say buried John Cena. Not buried John Cena, that John Cena had blatantly buried. They were talking about the Nexus as one of them. Which, to be honest, the angle was stupid. And the angle wasn't as good as everybody thought. Well, I thought it was a stupid angle to begin with. Nexus invading, and I thought it was just a bad angle to begin with. It wasn't cool like the Shield. It didn't stick, and Cena basically putting it out of its misery. I thought the Nexus should have lost there, and they definitely did lose because it was stale. It was anything but fun. And to be honest, I disagree with this just because of that. There's certain wrestlers that needed to be beat, like R-Truth. People say he buried R-Truth. No, he did not. R-Truth was buried by corporate. They don't want R-Truth to be big. It's obvious. You're not gonna get people to think that R-Truth is going to be the best guy. It's not going to happen. And we're on to our next one. I hate John Cena because he cuts immature promos. Well, there's a thing with this statement that really makes no sense to me, because he's supposed to be the soldier, the one that shows up to work every day and does all this stuff, Make-A-Wish and stuff like this. So immature promos, he's cut more to the kids kind of setup, and to a point, it's not his fault that he might be quote unquote cutting immature promos. This guy does not have notes for his promo on his wrist like The Rock does. That of course to be decided about you guys, but to a certain extent, a Cena promo, I've seen really good ones. I've seen really bad ones. I believe that promos are the foundation of professional wrestling. So there's always an extent where you should have a very, very good promo speaker if you are even wanting to be a successful wrestler. I believe that Cena is a decent one, definitely not the best.
John Cena wants to end it here. There's the five-knuckle shuffle, folks. Oh, that had to hurt right between the eyes. Way to go, John.
And I believe Cena is not that bad, at least that's the point. I hate Cena because of the Superman gimmick / bland character. The character isn't going to be for everybody. That much is certain. Some people may like him, some people may hate him, and that's what WWE echoes over and over again. You see it over and over again in WWE culture. To me, it's WWE's version of Call of Duty. As you know, Call of Duty is not necessarily everybody's favorite game. In this case, it's the same thing. Some people may like them, some people may not, and to a point where it's just little kids. No, I've seen grown-ass men have an interest in Cena because he's cool. I personally think he's cool. The stuff he does for Make-A-Wish, and to a certain extent, I can see why people look up to him in a way. So, I would say a Superman gimmick / bland character, well, people say he should turn heel. Well, there's a problem with that. It might boost up his character, but who's really winning from this? Not you, the fans, because you're just going to boo him. Why? He's a heel. Unless you're going to cheer a heel, which makes no sense, which they'll just change him face again. Or, like they're showing with Sasha Banks, they're just going to let him go. Like, I don't understand. When you see somebody who is over, why don't you put them over? Understand this. Dolph Ziggler should be over. Is he? No. He was never over. I mean, he's one of the best wrestlers in the WWE today. But to be honest, it's not because he's a bad wrestler that he's getting shafted. It's not because he's bad promo, because to be honest, he's amazing on the microphone. I believe he's one of the best.
As we watch Ryback, let's get your take on him. Well, luckily the body hasn't absorbed too much of an attack up to
and to be honest, I don't know how that is supposed to help me. The guy I'm facing always gets that. I don't understand how you're supposed to do that. But Cena, I believe, he does have a bland character. I understand that. But to be honest, it don't matter in the grand scheme of things, because there's a lot of people who are attuned to this character, and you can't really tell them that their opinion doesn't matter, considering you're speaking your opinion. Does yours matter? Probably not. And of course, opinions are like noses. Everybody's got one. I think he's a decent character for this business. He's not a wimp. Unless you're a wimp, any character's good for the wrestling business. And it makes sense to a certain extent. The fourth one, I hate John Cena because he barely sells. Now this one really gets me, because unless you really have wrestled before, like, I've never seen a real quote-unquote wrestler say that John Cena can barely sell. Yes, there are botches. Yes, he does do things that aren't necessarily the best. The best. Yeah, let's go with that. Sometimes he makes mistakes. Kevin Steen makes mistakes. People like The Undertaker make mistakes. Kane, who else? Stone Cold. Hell, he knows he makes mistakes. But to be honest, it shouldn't matter. Like, the whole, the barely sells thing. To a certain extent, that got to go with his Superman gimmick. And nobody thought twice at WrestleMania when Dolph Ziggler gets pushed off a ladder and he doesn't sell at all and he gets back up the ladder. Which was awesome, to be honest. He should have won that match. He should have been an Intercontinental Champion after WrestleMania. It should never have been Daniel Bryan. And some people may have disagreed with me on that one. I choose to be a Dolph Ziggler fan. I've always been a Dolph Ziggler fan. Actually, that's not true.
Well, that messed him all right. Hey, did you look before firing? What an idiot.
And to a certain extent, I can see why people understand this too, because people do make mistakes and they don't sell very good.
Oh, and that's why you never trade punches with Cena.
And I hate John Cena because he is a 13-time world champion. Now, this was made a little bit earlier ago. Like, I saw this article before now, because right now he's a 15-time world champion. Why would you hate somebody because of their accolades? I'm just going to let Ryback stay out there. But why would you hate somebody because of what they have done? You would think him being a 13-time world champion was for a reason. No, he sucks. It's just what he is. There's no reason why he's in WWE. And to a certain extent, you're full of shit.
After that, you're not seeing stars. You're looking
and
at constellations.
I want to say that people have a reason for saying this. This is one of my pet peeves. I hate people when they say Cena is the worst. And I understand why people don't like him. Do I expect people to not like him? Definitely. But do I like it? To be honest, no. And he's getting a lot of disrespect for things that a lot of other wrestlers are doing. Let me hear your idea in the comments section down below. As long as it relates to John Cena, you shouldn't have a problem. As long as you're speaking your opinion and you're not... There's a difference between speaking your opinion and hate speech. I will definitely delete the ones that have hate speech towards John Cena or towards myself included. If you guys have any suggestions for videos or any topics down below, please be sure to put them. I will definitely be happy about that, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya.